Carlos Cocktail is not just a cocktail business. It's a memory that we leave when you think of a good taste of a good mixture putting together into a drink. Basically, it's a full bar operation, but we specialize in cocktails. We make sure that we have the best mixtures to reach to your satisfaction. Matter of fact, mixing to your satisfaction is our slogan because we try to make the best experience possible. We're mixing something great and we're mixing with your emotions as well. Make sure that you're happy, that you're satisfied with our services. Like, honestly speaking, cocktails became like a thing back then in America and Europe. Most classics cocktails come from America, like Mojito, for example, comes from Cuba. But we don't have that specialty in Africa most of the time, so yeah. Well, the way my business started was just being myself. I go to people's places and I must be a bartender. And from there, it came an idea because people really like the service. So I started going to people's places. And then I started hiring a bar from my school. I go to the International Hotel School, which is my course, Hospitality Management. So I used to ask for the bar so I can go to people's places. And I have my own bar, and that's how I started the cocktail catering. So when you have a party, there's a cocktail there just especially for your party. And then, opportunities came along, and thanks God we got myself my own bar, which is makes much easier. Now we can go to markets already. So that's how it's basically structured. We go to markets, we do private gigs at people's special celebrations at your own place. And looking ahead now, how I'm thinking, because it's catering, and I don't try to just focus on one event. Maybe if it's a Saturday and I have 3 bookings, then I can have different bars there, different bands, go to the beach, start trading. And that's one of the focus that we actually have for 2019. Well, honestly speaking, what made me decide to start the business is actually a funny story. So, as you know, I live in Cape Town for almost 9 years, but I'm from Angola. So basically we had this crisis, so money wouldn't be able to come through to South Africa. So it became a little bit of an issue. So like me, I had to kind of like hustle my way up because you're growing up, you can't ask your dad and your mom for money the whole time. So I had the skills of making the cocktails. That's how I started. It didn't start as a real thing, but then a lot of people like my friends at the back, which is my business partners today, they were motivating, Carlos, you can do it. That can become actually a business. So that was the main motivation to start, was to get like an extra income as you're growing. And obviously what made it start was, as I mentioned before, was the difference of making an hospitality business, which is my passion. I really love hospitality, entertainment, and being fun and innovating and artistic. So cocktail relates to everything that I just mentioned previously. And making people smile, creating that atmosphere. I focus a lot on intangible product. What is intangible product? It's the memory that we leave behind, as I mentioned before as well. So that kind of like pushed me. So talking about the hustle, how it started, like the difficulties, is first of all, people never believe in what you do first. When it's just somebody starting up, even now, I get people that are not willing to invest in me, people that don't believe me, people that think it's just a phase. That's one thing that literally I have to go through every day, people thinking it's just a phase. The more progress that you get, the more difficulties arrive. It's always like that. The more your business grows, the more problems come, more money, more problems. So we're still facing a lot of problems, especially me, not being from South Africa. So a lot of those are still closed. We still have that issue. They're not giving opportunities to foreign people. Once you see that you're on a visa, they're like, they don't really want to make business with you because they know that anytime you can just go back to your country and be deported and all stuff like that. Other difficulties that we have, is expanding. It's like expanding is very hard. It's networking, finding people that actually believe in you, and finding the right people to work with you. Because some people at the beginning, they look very motivated, but they're not willing to to go through what it takes to be the best. Try to work on being a perfectionist, because that's what business is all about. You need to stand out of your competition. And when people are not willing to do the same struggle, same hustle, to hustle as much as you're doing, then it becomes a problem. One of the biggest challenges. Time management is one of them. I'm a student. I'm currently doing my 3rd year of hospitality management, so a lot of time takes into consideration. And the fact that now you can't be with your friends anymore because this is a startup business. You are the business. So that's a problem that I carry because I don't have time for anybody else most of the times. So it's literally 99% hustle, 1% of my schoolwork, and then I have to divide this 1% of schoolwork with my social life. Yeah. And so when I YouTube was like my best friend, Get like lessons how to start up a business, Google, like a lot of research I had to do it, how to actually enter the game. And after I get more experience, people recognizing the work, there was a gentleman, his name is Zaid Adams. He became my instructor, like similar to a mentor, but not full-time mentor, but he gives me a lot of advice in the industry. He's a food and beverage consultant. So he kind of works with me on a strategy, sees my weakness, he's very real with me, which is something that you need, because sometimes you look so arrow, that's your vision. And you need somebody from the outside to open up the vision for you, look at possibilities, look at problems and turn it into something profitable, solutions. Always focus on solutions. And books is very important. Like I was recently reading Rich Dad, Poor Dad. It teaches you how to understand your accountability, finance, or understand money. And one of the first chapter is the one that catches a lot, making money work for you. So how do you invest in your business to have more assets to invest and to grow? Recently on my birthday, was a birthday gift, The 90 Rules of Entrepreneurs, a South African book, the Codex of Hustle. So I would advise everybody to keep on reading, keep increasing your knowledge. Because now it's just a cocktail business, but you need to understand your finances, administration of the business. You're not just the skill, you need to have accountability involved as well. The same advice that I'll give to people that are starting up their own business, the advice people give it to me. Do your own shit. Sorry for my languages. Like, for real, you need to believe in your own shit. You need to do your own shit, don't look at other people. Second advice is determination of being self-motivated, because even people that, your family, are the first one that are not going to support you. And I'm talking from experience. Your family will not support you. They will think that it's just a phase. And even your friends, they won't post your stuff, they won't really. So the focus is how do you get your friends to be proud of your own brand. You saw how somebody would post a video of, one example, like Chris Brown dancing, because they liked it, it's attractive, looks nice. So that means working on your branding. You need to work on your branding when you start your own business. You can't just expect your friends to post something that does not look nice. So the third one that I'll give is use your time wisely, don't waste time. Don't waste time, read more books, enrich yourself, be constantly better. You're always gonna make mistakes, and that's the fourth that I will give as well. Make mistakes, it's okay. People will laugh at you either way. If you don't make it or make it, people still laugh at you. It's one thing that you have to put in mind. I'm working, I'm doing this, and I'm expecting people to laugh at me. From this laughs, you're learning something, it's a lesson, it's never a failure. What I've learned is that people don't care about you until you make a difference. The one thing that I've learned, not just in the business or whatever you do, try to always do your best. Smallest things, like somebody tell you to take the table off or like clean up your room. Clean up your room properly. Make it look outstanding, make it look eye-catching. So you add to your personal life as well, because when you're looking after your business, you gotta make sure your business looks fantastic. So you make it to everything, your house, your car, be hygienic. The one thing that will actually learn me to be approachable to everything you do. A different lesson that I got is going the extra mile, like over deliver, you know. People ask you to do 2 hours on a cocktail, for example, cocktail operation, you do 2 hours and a half, we do 3 hours just of charge, you know, just to go the extra mile. Because at the end of the day, that's free marketing for you. Hard worker is what people always say. I say be a smart worker. Because sometimes you work very hard, you don't make much money. But if you work smart and you work less, you make more. So learn the difference. Work hard, but very smart. And one advice that was given to me, and I give it to everybody in this world, is very simple. Plan your work and work your plan. I'll say that again. Plan your work and work your plan. So tomorrow, I'm gonna be doing this. Write a to-do list. And then when the day arrives, you're like, okay, I'm gonna do this. This is your plan. You're working on this plan. Now I'm gonna do this. Tick off. Now I'm gonna do this. Tick off. You'll see how surprised your life will be. You become a goal achiever just from doing the smallest things. I want to motivate my friends like that believe in your hustle. That's why I always say, believe in your hustle. It sounds like it's something that famous people already say, but it's true. If you don't believe it, you're never going to make it. If you don't picture in your mind, you won't touch it. That's the advice and things that I always put in mind. And basically, for everybody that want to open their own thing, do it. Do it. Like, people laugh at you. It's okay. It's okay. Just overcome that. You become stronger and stronger and stronger. Carlos Cocktails.